the females that I used to know. Sorry that your boy had to come and go, but I still got love for you and you and you and you and you.
This is your lunchtime lesson with King Mason, and we are still here talking about damaged women. Yes. So today let's talk about this, and let's talk about our culture, inside our culture.
Sure.
Do you believe that we now as African American people are dating outside our race? I know that black men have done that way before black women.
Far more frequently.
Yeah, that too. But do you think that our culture has damaged us?
What do you mean? Like,
meaning, I think we had the conversation about black men seem to be the only men who say they want to date outside the race because they don't like black women. They're too angry. We don't want to date our mother and all the rest of that stuff.
Definitely. Well, to answer your question, I have to say that it isn't our culture that damaged us. It's American culture that has infiltrated and created these perceptions within ourselves.
Okay, now let's say that. Okay,
yeah.
So what do you think about these people who say let's quit blaming the 400 years of slavery and all the rest of the stuff? We need to start taking ownership of things that we need to take ownership of.
We can't answer that in the small amount of time that we have today, but I call bull. And I say that, you know, if you would take the time to theorize and be as academic about everybody else's trials and tribulations and what impact that has on the generations of other people, like you would African Americans, then your conversation would change.
Yes, I agree with you, because I believe that since things happened, there has not been any sort of therapy. There hasn't been any sort of apology. There hasn't been any sort of things put in place to fix the psychological things that are quote unquote wrong between our men and our women.
Absolutely.
So what do you think, what's the outlook of the damaged woman in the black community versus the damaged woman in the white community?
Wow. I can't answer for damaged white women, and to be honest, they have enough resources, so I'm not concerned. What I would say about damaged black women is that we are looking for our men, but we can't find them. They're either in jail or if they are successful, a lot of them don't date within the race. And then they use, love doesn't have a color. And it's like, yeah, well, you know, you're pretty much the only race that I know says I'm going to purposely date outside of my race because our women are inferior. Never heard an Asian man say that. I've never heard a Hispanic man say that. I've never heard a white guy say that. I've never heard them speak derogatory of their women as a justification for dating outside of their race. I'm not saying that all black men that date outside of the race feel this way, but there are some, and all you need is two with that opinion. But unfortunately, there's more than two that says, I don't want my kid to have nappy hair. Or I don't want to deal with the anger that comes with a black woman, or the attitude, or the ghetto. And so when they're doing well, they look elsewhere. I don't hear other races say that. And I think that has a lasting impact on what we do as women. Little Kim, I mean, it's known that she was called ugly by her father, by people in her community, by black men that she's dated, and look what she's done to herself.
Listen, this topic can go on and on. But for more relationship advice, please buy my book, Me Before We, at mebeforewee.tv. And this has been your lunchtime lesson.
Yeah.